Hey y'all, Shelley Ann here. Just wanted to warn y'all, this episode might sound a little different. Y'all might notice the audio's a little off here and there. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to sound like, but that's because I forgot to hit record the first time around when we had the best time of our lives. It was the best episode. So if y'all could forgive me, and I hope you still do enjoy, y'all come back now.
Oh my god, that sex gremlin Viagra really fucked up my ass.
Fucked up your ass? What you think I'm feeling right now? They done ripped me apart.
Ronnie and Tristan never got put it up your ass?
Not that far. I mean, he may have a big one, but he respects my boundaries.
Well, that's good to hear, I guess.
Yeah, that all felt wrong. I just didn't want it. I'm still dealing with the trauma of what happened. I'm very sorry to be telling you this. It ain't the time or place.
You can let it out, I'm still grappling with the fact that I had to snap its neck to get it to stop. The way that it shook and shook afterwards, it laid on the floor and shook and convulsed. I don't think I'll ever get it out of my head, lady.
Yeah, I think with the trauma, I'm really gonna have nightmares. I mean, that was just terrifying.
It was truly terrible.
I'm gonna have to pick up some heroin or something. I don't know. I mean, maybe become a drug addict or an alcoholic. This is really, I'm not so good about therapy. I mean, how am I going to tell a therapist about this? Y'all think they're ever going to believe me?
I know, and I'm so sorry I didn't stop it from getting to you first. Once it did me, I just thought I wanted you to feel the same pain, and now, once I saw it, I decided that was wrong. And I'm so sorry I didn't stop it before it got to you. I'm so sorry.
I understand. We all do things. I mean, we all do things and you do what you think is best. It's part of survival, I mean, now we have to agree to work together on this. Do you promise me? I will not betray you. You will not betray me no matter what from now on. And we're working together on this, right?
I promise. I just, please forgive me for that.
I forgive you, but you never may forgive me for what I'm about to tell you.
What is it?
So I kind of lied to get in here and said I was her long lost friend, but I did not know it was going to be like this. I mean, luckily, my eyeglasses, they're actually smart glasses. They've been recording everything. So, I mean, unfortunately, I caught what you did, but this should be enough evidence to take her down.
You got the smart Google glasses?
Yeah, we use the campaign money. Please don't tell nobody.
Oh, wait. So wait, that is a fake nose? You are who I think you are? Take your nose off. Take that wig off. You are Shelley Ann Philheimer. I thought I noticed you. You're that bitch from the rally.
Bitch?
Sorry, you're not the bitch. We are bonded, but I'm just shocked to see you. I thought I recognized you. I didn't know who you were, but I never forget the face.
Yeah, it's hard to disguise this beauty. I'm just saying, but yeah, I mean, I was pretty pissed about the situation that you put Tristan in, but I think we need to just put the past behind us and move forward. I'm not trying to expose you, and let them know you let me be sexually assaulted, but it's all been recorded. It's automatically on the cloud, so it's already there, and I just think that, I mean...
Hang on. Don't say the Google Glass has to be connected to a phone, right?
Yeah, it's connected right now, baby.
You have your phone with you?
No, I mean, I left it upstairs. It's in my jacket pocket in the
my
closet
God.
upstairs, but
Fuck.
Maybe I could sneak and get it, and if we get a chance, I mean, it's up there. I mean, what would we even need it for, though? I mean, I don't understand.
We need to get a hold of somebody. We need to call somebody and, Tristan or...
We got Sari, though!
She's in your glass? She's in your glasses? Oh my God, this is the future. Hello, Siri? Call!
Who are we gonna call?
Call Tristan, call Ronnie, call anybody. We got to get what were you going to do? Is there some way we can get a hold of the people you were working with?
Well, how about this? I'll call Ronnie and show him the videos on my phone. I'll have Tristan take his phone. He's got one of them public accounts on Facebook because he's got all those followers from the campaign, But what I'll do is I'll go and have Tristan open up Facebook Live on his phone and we'll expose these motherfuckers for who they really are and what they're doing.
I think that's a great idea, but first and foremost, we have to get they have to get us the fuck out of here. I don't want to go through this again, and who the fuck knows what Sister No's going to do when she comes down here and sees I killed her sex gremlin.
Yeah, I'll call and, do you know how to tell them how to get down here? Because the door's locked from the outside. What are they going to do?
Well, we'll figure that out. We'll go, maybe there's a window or something that we can find once we... Maybe we'll just move some of this stuff around and once we get a hold of somebody.
Oh, good idea. Okay. Siri, call Ronnie.
Calling Johnny.
I said call Ronnie.
Calling Ronnie. Mobile.
Hello, Shelley Ann. How's it going? You alright?
Ronnie?
What?
Ronnie, can you hear me? Am I breaking up?
No, I hear you just fine, baby. We got 5G. We got 5G with Verizon Wireless. Best in the nation.
Is that Shelley Ann over there? You hear from her, Ronnie?
Yeah, this is her. I'm trying to figure out what's going
How's
on.
she
What's
doing?
going on?
How you doing, Shelley?
Shh, you're talking too loud, and I can't control the volume on these things. And I don't have my phone. A guy and his sisters know his compound, but now she's got us locked down in the basement, and then made the sex gremlin sexually assault us, and now we're stuck, and I don't know what to do.
Shelley,
and
Shelley. Hold on. I can't understand, but what are you trying to tell us right now? What do you need?
They have us locked in the basement. I've been sexually assaulted.
Oh.
Hey, whoa. Hang on.
What's for dinner tonight?
Listen, you are all terrible. I am injured. I am trapped in a basement. Are you even listening?
I can't understand what you're saying. I told you. I'm hungry. Ronnie doesn't make anything. All he makes is grilled cheese.
Well, I told you that if you wanted anything other than a grilled cheese, you're going to have to make it your damn self. Shelley Ann's the only one around here that cooks.
That's what I'm saying. Shelley Ann, when are you going to be home?
I need you guys to come get me.
Let me talk to them. Give me the glasses. Hello? This is Clark County. I'm commandeering this plan. Hello?
Clark County. What the fuck?
Listen.
What did you do with Shelley Ann? What did you do, you piece of shit?
I didn't do anything.
I cannot get through to them.
Tristan, I know that things are rough between us. I know that things are difficult between us, but I need you to put that aside for a second. I will be able to explain everything to you if you can come down here and help us out.
I haven't heard that one before.
Listen.
I can explain it to you once you come down and do me a favor.
You were right to question Sister No. She is crazy.
Thank you.
She uses her mind control powers to get everybody to do whatever she wants, and she has locked Shelley Ann and I in the basement, and she has had her sex gremlin on drugs rape us. Tristan, please get down here as soon as possible and save us.
You're the reason I'm even in this disguise, to come over here, and this is what it turns into. I will never go along with your plans again. I will never trust you again if you don't get down here and save us right this fucking second.
Are you telling me Sister No's running I knew there wasn't something right about that bitch. She's running a rape dungeon sex cult?
Yes.
Wait, guys, she's coming. Shh.
Hey, turn on the glasses. You guys need to come. Hurry.
Will you guys shut the fuck up?
Oh, sorry, Sister No.
What could you possibly have to talk about other than how amazing sex gremlins are?
We were
just...
Is that what you guys are talking about?
We were just
narrating
talking about
sex gremlin
the
documentary.
vicious, gremlin.
So you don't think sex gremlins are...
It just helps us to cope with the trauma. So
What
we're just talking
trauma?
about...
What are you talking about? You were absolved of all trauma. Where's Pookie? I don't hear Pookie.
Pookie's asleep in the corner, that's all.
Yeah, Pookie is, he is asleep in the corner, but I took my shirt off because he looked cold.
Oh, that's so... Clark, okay. That's fine. Probably just a few more days down here and you guys will be brainwashed enough to come upstairs and be part of the cult. So please just keep it down because upstairs we're doing important work.
Boom!
Oh! What are you doing, Clark? You better think real hard about what you're doing right now, you son of a bitch! You better think real hard about...
This is for stealing the election.
Oh!
Go!
Oh, that hurts so bad! Fuck you, Shelley Ann!
Go! Okay, come on. Okay. It's locked.
Oh, shit.
The door's locked. She locked it from the top.
Where do you think you're going?
You left her alive?
Did you forget something? I'm a fucking demigod, you motherfuckers! Electrocution! Ain't so nice, is it?
No!
Zap! Zap! Are you guys gonna be good members of the cult now?
Just let us go. We won't tell anyone anything. We'll delete all the footage.
No! No, I'm never letting you out of my sight. Sister Marble, come over here and watch these two while I go get my torture devices.
You ain't going nowhere, fuckers.
Thank you, Sister Marble.
Pick her up and throw her.
Sister Marble! You cracked Sister Marble! I am going to fucking snap. This is the fucking worst thing to happen to this cult!
I'm going to find them, Sister. No, they couldn't have gotten far.
Ain't this the place?
I think this is it. Last time I checked, there's a lady in garb.
I mean,
so-
how do we get them out? Do we just have to go up, get them like we're getting them out of jail or something?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! There's Clark County!
I'm coming.
Oh my god! They're coming! Get in the back! Get in the
She's
back!
coming. Go.
Get in the way!
Will not leave! Sinkhole!
Ah!
Shit, yo, I can't do this.
It's not that deep! Ramp it, Ronnie! You really think I could?
Step on it, Ronnie! Ronnie, step on it!
If you do We Man Can't Alive, I'll let you fuck me.
Hold on to your pissers!
Sister Nose running towards us. She's running with cheetah-like speed. Ronnie, you gotta go.
I'm going!
I'm coming!
First, you're last!
I'm coming! Y'all ain't getting away from me!
Go, 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 go!
Y'all ain't getting away! I can run as fast as a cheetah!
You can do this, Ronnie. We got a loser.
I think I'm gonna pass out. If she don't get away from us. What are we gonna do?
Ronnie, that's not the time to have a... Ronnie's not the time to have a panic attack. Ronnie, please.
Take over, Tristan. You're gonna have
Okay, I got the wheel. Okay, I got the wheel. You scooch over to my seat. I'm gonna climb over. Come on.
Okay, I'm getting over.
Oh my god,
This is
sister,
crazy.
she's right behind us. Watch this, bitch.
Oh my god!
My God, I am turned on.
Is she dead?
I'm gonna run over this bitch.
Is she dead?
I'm not fucking dead, you fuckers!
Run her over!
Not so fast!
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't.
Ronnie,
Okay,
step
guys,
out of the car! Ronnie, get out!
I got like a captain.
Ronnie, come over here!
Don't do it, Ronnie.
What is
I don't trust her, Ronnie.
Well, I
Stay
got it.
Come to
in the
mommy's
car.
arms, Ronnie!
Ronnie,
I got
No,
it.
Ronnie, don't listen
do
to
it.
it.
Don't.
Ronnie,
I
no,
got
you're
it.
staying in the
Ronnie,
car.
don't.
Ronnie, you're staying in the car, Ronnie.
But
Come to mommy!
I'm out of the car. What is it, sister?
Come to mommy!
What is it?
Ronnie!
Oh my god! Ronnie!
Sprite's all over me, Shelley Ann! Sprite's all over me!
Oh my God.
This isn't the time to react. Folks, get out of the way. I know this is emotional for you two because you were in love with him, but this is life or death.
Oh, shut the
Get
fuck
out
up!
of the way.
Your husband's not face
I'm covered in blood.
Everybody hang on. We're going to Beverly's. Well, hello, folks, and welcome to MOATAIF after a stunning opening segment there.
Rest in peace.
We are back again here for another episode. This was another great idea suggested by our honorary co-host to cast the movies of our lives, and we thought that was a great idea for a great little recipe to try out. I found that it was actually it was hard because I found myself debating between, like, do I want somebody who could like play the part, or do I just want somebody who looks like them? And so ultimately, I have a mix of both.
I think I do too.
One of the things that I started to consider was kind of like, what would the movie be? Like, and so then I tried to think about my life as if it was the plot of a movie, and what would be like the major plot points, which is why I included some people like Zach Felter, my roommate from Chicago, because I feel like that's a very if I'm gonna make a movie of my life, that's like one of the most dramatic points of my life to put in a movie. So I figured, that'd be in there. But then I also found, so like I feel like as we go through the list, there are gonna be some people that, are not unknown, but they're really odd choices, because it was really, like we were getting to, hard to do this. So should we do just one person does their whole cast, or just how do
I
you
think
we
so.
should
I think that
start?
makes the most sense.
Okay, I'll go first. So for my movie, so I cast myself, and this one was hard because I didn't know really how to cast myself. I ended up choosing Jesse Plemons, and he played Todd in Breaking Bad.
Okay.
And
Okay.
now I chose him because I think he's a really solid actor.
The guy
He's
who
been
looks
in a
like
lot
Matt
of,
Damon, right? Kind of looks like Matt Damon.
Kind of sort of looks like Matt Damon. He sort of looks like me to a certain extent, but he can play weird characters. Yeah, that's him. He can play weird guys, and I think I'm a weird guy, and I think this movie would also require like a lot of silent contemplation, I guess. And I think that he would do that. I think he's a random choice. I was originally going to choose Anthony Rapp from Rent, but when I got to Anthony Rapp's Twitter page, not that this, but I mean, ultimately, this is, your public persona. If I was a casting director and I looked at it, I guess you're allowed to take this into account. His Twitter name was Anthony Voted for Biden Black Lives Matter Rap. And I'm just like, you're out of the movie. I'm just like, you're out of the movie. Obviously, I voted for Joe Biden and I believe Black Lives Matter, but I just thought it was really cringe to have it in your name. I'll skip to RJ, because RJ is, I think, my best casting choice.
Really? Okay,
Because
I'm interested.
on both hands, I think this is somebody who is known for being very funny, who's known for he looks a lot like RJ.
Well, who is it?
Andy Milonakis.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good choice.
Yeah. I think Andy Milonakis would play RJ very well, and because he's just absolutely hilarious. I think I just would like to see him in more things.
I'm honored by that. Yeah, I didn't even consider Andy Milonakis. Lots of people told me I look like Andy Milonakis too, especially when I have my other glasses.
Yeah, yeah, the bigger ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I chose for Taylor, of course, my girlfriend. We were bowling a long time ago, and she had her hair a certain way, and she looked like Katharine Hepburn, who's obviously deceased. But Katharine Hepburn and her, 4 or 5 Oscar-winning days, one of the, best actresses of all time. That Katharine Hepburn could totally play Taylor in my love life. And rounding out, I have 2 people rounding out my main cast, but before I reveal Brie, I think it's important to reveal my mother. Now, this is somebody who doesn't at all look like my mother, but is just one of my favorite actresses, plays a very great mother in Lady Bird, Laurie Metcalf.
Okay, I can see that.
I would love to see her as Karen.
She could obviously has the chops to, pick up all of her personas.
I would love to see her in the movie. At this point, it's important to note that it's 2021, and this hypothetical movie, has absolutely zero BIPOC representation. And if this movie was getting made, Hollywood would be like, that's not okay. And I agree it's not okay. And in that spirit, Tiffany Haddish is playing Brie. She's very funny. She's very comedic, very smart, and I think also a good actress. I really enjoyed her in Bad Trip recently. Yeah. And I think she would pull off Brie really well. Well, I originally chose Kristen Wiig, but then I was like, it would have been everybody in my movies white. And I'm like, that doesn't look good. Now on to my supporting cast. I figured all of these people would at least have something to do with the movie. And some of these people were suggested by RJ. RJ suggested that I add Austin Studebaker to my cast. So for Austin Studebaker, I was kind of at a loss because, if he was actually portrayed in the movie, it would be like a kid. But I was trying to think of like who I would choose to play Austin Studebaker today as an adult, and it was hard, but I leaned into drugs. I leaned into the drugs aspect of my persona of modern Austin, and I chose Jason Mewes to play Austin Studebaker.
Okay.
Jason Mewes is Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, and I know. And it's a really random choice.
I think it's hilarious.
I just feel like I feel like, the way that maybe this scene might work is like, I run into Austin Studebaker, Jason Mewes at like Burger King, yeah, exactly. And then like, it's like that sort of interaction. For Zach Felter, of course, the man who broke my heart in Chicago and sent me home in defeat, which interestingly just came up the other day. I don't remember even how, but I was talking about going to school and living in Chicago, and somebody was like, well, why, what happened? And I'm like, oh, it was just not meant to be. Just not meant to be. But Zach Felter would, in this movie, I think, be played by Miles Teller, who is from
Baby Driver?
A lot of things. He's from Whiplash.
That
the
guy.
Thing that I was thinking of him from. And he's also in the Divergent.
Okay, this guy.
Series. I just figured he could play a good asshole well.
A little bit of a resemblance too, a little bit.
Yeah, a small, somewhat resemblance.
That makes sense.
Now, for Royal Nicholas Benton, I included in my list. I felt it was important to have, since Royal is trans, to have a transgender actor play Royal, because that, also is important in representation. So I chose Elliot Page because, he recently came out, and I think, I'd love to see him in a movie. We've only ever seen Dead Name in movies, so I'd like to see, bring him back. And when I thought about Hannah, I was like, who do I want to see with Elliot Page? And I leaned into Lipstick Lesbian and chose Kat Von D.
Kat Von D, okay. Kat Von D, I love Kat Von D.
Yeah,
she
I think
is
that would
sexy.
And I think she could just she could get the essence of Hannah. She, that kind of silly but bitch. You know what I mean? Like in the same way.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously in all love, Hannah, if you're ever listening to this, bitch in a good, big bitch butterfly wings Campbell. And last but not least, rounding out the cast, now Dennis Roberts. Fuck him. Still hasn't dropped dead as far as I'm aware. Now, the casting in this movie is purely, I looked at my cast and I'm like, who do I like? Who do I want to see in this movie, and who would make it even better while playing Dennis Roberts, while having absolutely no bearing or likeness to Dennis Roberts, because I didn't want to honor him, in a multi-billion-dollar movie. So, I really wanted to see Bryan Cranston in this movie. So, Bryan Cranston is going to play Dennis Roberts for no reason other than I just want him to be in the movie.
Bryan Cranston would knock it out of the park, too, just because he's so amazing. Same thing. Exactly. That's like the same thing with like Laurie Metcalf. It's just like they're so versatile. You know they can do anything.
Right. So that's my whole cast. I'm excited to hear what everybody else has going on.
So I guess I should just start with me, right?
Yeah.
So my choice for me was Jonah Hill. I picked Jonah Hill. Okay. You know, he's funny, and you know he started off really fat, and his weight also fluctuates. Yeah, right. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, I was once fat. I was once, like, a dorky, fat, funny kid. And then I lost weight now. And now, like Jonah Hill lost weight. Now he's, like, handsome. And then, like, you know, a little charming, but still funny. It's like he never lost, like, being a fat person. So, yeah, that's me. For Zach, Zach was hard because it's like, I feel like there's, like, been so many versions of Zach. So it's like, what version would I, like, choose to, like, have him overall? But for Zach, I chose John Mulaney. Okay. Because, like, when I first met Zach, like, for years, I thought, like, Zach had confidence like John Mulaney. And obviously, John Mulaney's fucking hilarious. But I feel like that's how, like, he could really play Zach in, like, high school. And then I figured he was versatile enough to play, like, Zach after, you know, shit's happened to him. I don't know if he's actually ever been in a film, though.
I don't know either.
A few of my people, I'm not sure, have ever stepped foot on the big screen.
John Mulaney should be on the big screen. I agree with that.
This is funny because Zach and I were talking about earlier. We didn't spoil anything to each other, but Zach was asking me if it was all right to, you know, cast a black person as Bree. I had already casted a black person as Bree. I don't know, just because. I'm like, oh, if Hamilton can make Thomas Jefferson black, I can make Bree black. What's the matter? But for Bree, this might be a little off the wall, but I feel like she could do it well, and she's really funny. Wanda Sykes. I told Abigail that, and she's like, I can see that for Brie, yeah.
I love that.
For Stephanie, Stephanie was an obvious choice. I don't know how well she'd actually play Stephanie, but Ariel Winter, the girl from Modern Family that looks like Stephanie, they look so similar. So it's just like, okay, well she's been on TV for forever.
The only, like, better choice for Stephanie would be, like, if Daria, the animated character, could play Stephanie.
Yeah,
but,
Stephanie is literally Daria. And then, let's see, I also have Taylor White, who, you know, my first love or whatever, she's obviously a part of my story. For her, I chose what I always referred to her as Zach, Evangeline Lilly, who plays Kate Austen in Lost. Because I originally called her that because they look a lot alike. Like, they have really similar lips.
I've never watched the show or heard of her, but I absolutely love... Because I was going to... If you didn't say that, I was going to say that that's who it should have been.
Yeah, I mean, just
for that exact reason.
I called her that just because, like, she always reminded me of her. In her Lost
I remember
days.
It was truly an unbelievable mind fuck the day that you told me. The day that you revealed that was an alias.
I don't know why I did that.
I was a name.
I was just really, like, private and personal about my life. I don't know.
I'm sure if I had watched Lost, it would have been obvious, but I had never seen it, so I was just like, okay, cool. Yeah, he likes this girl named Kate.
I just grew up. I don't know. I grew up with, like, my parents fucking with me so much about things, like, in a silly way that I don't do it now, but, like, back then, like, I would be really private about things because I didn't want anybody to, like, make fun of me or just, like, tease me about something. So I don't know. I don't know really why.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, Abigail. That's also an important one. They're all, like, out of order. But for Abigail, this was kind of a challenging one. But I chose Shailene Woodley. Because I feel like Shailene Woodley is really, like, wholesome. And, you know, she could be funny, but I feel like it's, like, the wholesome. She's really cute, just, like, adorable. I've always thought that, like, while seeing her movies.
The Secret Life of the American Teenager.
Hell yeah. Never seen it, but ABC Family, thumbs up. and then to get into more interesting things, I guess. I don't know what more interesting, but more interesting choices. My dad, I really don't think they've ever been in a movie or a TV show or anything, but Chuck Liddell, the UFC fighter.
Chuck Liddell was on the first season of the American Celebrity Big Brother.
So random. Do you see the resemblance to my dad?
That's so funny. I would love to see Chuck Liddell as Rick.
For my mom, I chose Helena Carter. She is the crazy woman from Fight Club. Have you guys seen Fight Club?
Are you talking about Helena Bonham Carter?
Yeah, because I mean, she doesn't really look like my mom, but she obviously, I would want her to like almost take that role verbatim, because that's like my mom, like this crazy, unhinged, off the wall, like, inappropriate woman. And then I also have Hannah Nicholas on my list. These are my last two. For Hannah, I chose Amy Schumer. I thought she would do a really good Hannah.
Oh yeah, that's a really good
she's
choice.
funny, and she can, she also has the bitch thing going on that she could do, I also mean that with no disrespect, but I mean, we told Hannah that straight to her face. I mean,
Hannah Mariah, big bitch butterfly.
Hannah, yeah, right. Hannah Mariah, big bitch butterfly.
We love you, Hannah.
Oh, and for Nicholas, this is my last one. For Nicholas, I chose Evan Peters, specifically Evan Peters from American Horror Story, like Cult, not like the cult like member or whatever, but I feel like he could really get like the goth vibes.
For sure.
But I didn't choose a trans person for it, so I'm sorry, Nicholas.
Your production was already canceled. It never got made, unfortunately, because of that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't get the funding, and you nailed the head by casting at least one African American, but you didn't cast a
it's
trans
not
person,
diverse
a trans
enough,
character,
and I'm sorry for
and
that.
You got canceled.
Well,
just kidding.
Goodbye to my directing days.
I think that was a really solid cast all around.
Thank you guys.
If anybody is interested in buying the rights to our life stories, please get in contact with us. We've already got the casts ready for you.
It might cost millions of dollars just for the cast, but that's fine.
Right, but it might be worth it. I mean, you don't really get in contact with us, You might find something else in our story that needs to be told. Until next time, folks, stay moat.
Yeah, and that's the last time I'm making macaroni and cheese.